I'm gonna try to get pretty personal. I'm gonna try to get deep and get into the nitty-gritty. With that, I'll probably say something stupid. If you wanna see that, subscribe. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to Car Supplies Warehouse and the Bays. 2024 was kind of a crap year for me. It was a lot of picking up the pieces, especially at the end of 2024, but pretty excited for 2025 because we had a lot of great success at the end of 2024, and that momentum is gonna take us into 2025. And with that, my goal for the year is to create as much content and information and bring as much value to this detailing and film industry as I can. We're gonna be doing some cool things here at the Bays in 2025, and I want to be able to capture everything that we're doing in business because I wanna share that with everybody watching. I wanna be able to dive deep into what we're doing, what makes us successful, the trials and tribulations of the things that we're trying, what works and what doesn't in business, so you can take that into your own business, implement it. Maybe you'll learn some of the things not to do by watching my videos, but I wanna share as much as I can to bring value to you in your business. So today is Thursday, January 9th, and we're getting the day started off with this Ford Explorer. Gerardo's gonna prep this, clean it, polish it, and then we'll put a coating on there. 2025 Ford Explorer ST line. Cool color, kind of like a metallic blue. Really like it. You can see some scratches there. This is in here for polish and ceramic coating. Actually gonna try out Clean by Pan the Organizer, his 8-year coating, see how it does. Today, we're gonna be having a leadership team meeting with our leadership team, so I'm gonna get ready for that. With the new year, what we have is basically quarterly focuses that we're going to be working on to get to our goals. So we've already had a couple meetings on where we're at and what we're doing for this year with the Bays, Car Supplies Warehouse, Optical, and our DetailWise Academy. Those are kind of our 4 branches of the business. And we already set our goals for what we want to do for the year. And today is about reviewing it and getting down to the individual tasks that each of our leaders on the leadership team will focus on for the quarter to be able to get to our set goals in the business.
Vamos a empezar. Mi nombre es Gerardo. Mi trabajo aquí es detallar todo lo que es detallar interior, exterior.
I'm gonna vlog. So for like today, like we have a 4-hour like leadership meeting. I want to capture just some of it so I can throw it in the video.
That's the game plan. Stay tuned.
Hey, what's up, bro? How are you?
Okay, so what are you doing today?
Right now I'm just checking in some shipment that we got. We got some Tex Choice, pretty good restock if anybody wants to buy some Tex Choice. I'm actually the warehouse manager. I solve all the problems here, make sure everything's good, inventory, issues with orders, make sure your orders get out on time, all that good stuff, you know? And let's pass it on to Manny.
What's poppin'?
So this is Manny, guys. Manny, tell us a little bit about yourself.
There's a lot, I don't know where to start.
How long have you been working here?
What, 4 years?
Manny's an
4
OG,
years?
so...
Yeah, I'm an OG, guys. I'm here basically just packing, you know.
He's just a chill guy, literally. What do you want to say to the people?
I swerve in the corner. Well, just trying to get your orders out on time, guys.
George is our other
George
warehouse
is
associate.
he's acting like he don't hear us, bro. So what's your name?
George.
What do you do here?
Pick, pack, count, inventory, whatever. I'm a warehouse employee, so.
So you could replace Danny if you really wanted to, huh?
No, not really. Do I want to? No.
Why are we looking for a replacement for me?
Yeah. Why?
I could replace you
No,
if I really wanted to.
So,
Nah, just kidding.
You know something that I don't?
Just so you don't get comfortable.
You know who the runner-up is? It's Manny.
Current time is 9:30 a.m. I've already been here for 7 hours. E-Man just showed up.
He hasn't gone home yet.
I'm getting ready for we have a meeting at 10:30, so 1 hour. Start our, I don't think it's gonna be a half day. I think we'll try to cruise through it, but maybe a couple hours.
Is this our second company meeting?
Yes, this meeting is going to be focused on our Q1 tasks, right? So I've broken down departments and goals, right? So we'll go over those. We'll make sure everybody's on board and make sure those goals are realistic. And then I've already kind of created some tasks, but we'll work together to get 3 to 5 things each person will work on to get to their department goals, right?
Yeah.
And we'll kind of, and then each week we'll hold each other accountable
Yeah.
for those things. But I want to do it as a team to help each other out, you know? So maybe it works, I don't know.
It will work.
Yeah.
So like last year when I set my goals for like I want to lose weight,
Yeah.
I wrote it as I want to be fit, and then right under it I said I will drink 1 gallon of water a day. I will work out 45 minutes a day. I will do a 45-minute workout. I will eat healthy. I will not eat junk food, and then all those leads to the big one.
Yes. That's called making a SMART goal.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I did here.
Nice.
Specific, measurable, obtainable, R, time constraint.
Nice.
R, I think R is like relative or like
Rated R
rate. I can't remember what R is. Rated R.
for. I can't say
Reachable.
It. Oh yeah, reachable.
Reachable? I think the SMART can be a couple different things, and the R is kind of interchangeable. Sometimes they say it's like reachable. Sometimes this one I did is it's like relative. Like why is it relative to the big picture?
So why are we doing this?
For focus, I believe that everybody wants to do well, but sometimes they don't know what to do, So if we can provide structure on where we want to go and how we want to go, it gives them that sense of they are a part of it, right? Because they may not feel like they are contributing to the team in the right way. But if we focus on what are the most important things that are going to get us to our goals, then they do feel part of it. They feel like they're contributing to the team, and that makes everybody feel good. Like they have a purpose and they're doing something, to make something successful, and that's fun, right? It's not fun if you like come in and you're like, what should I do today? I didn't feel like I did anything. Like being confused on, what your job is and what you should be focusing on. Structure, foundation, building foundational fundamentals. It's kind of like, you ever watch Office Space? They have the Bobs, and they sit down, each employee, and they're like, what do you do here? And you kind of have to explain, like, what do you do? Like, how are you making this business successful, right? See, what's important, though, is we may not have it down perfect, right? But we're starting it.
Yeah.
It's not like we have to have it perfect before we start it. We're learning as we go. And we have the ability to say, hey, this is working real well, or like, hey, let's kind of adjust this a little bit because I think this will work better for us, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to start it. You just have to start it. We know that we need structure and a plan, and we need to talk about it, and we just sit down and figure it out. If we got to bring in a coach or something, right? Or we bring in an operational manager, or you bring in somebody who can help us and guide us, right?
I'm running away.
We just want to clean cars and make some money while we're doing it.
No, we don't want to clean cars.
I want to clean cars.
That's 2016 shit.
No, it's not.
2025. We got to clean spacecraft.
Spacecraft?
Yeah, SpaceX.
Yeah, you're watching this.
I want to put PPF on his spaceship,
SpaceX?
and then dry ice blast his components.
But what if, you make it too heavy, and the reason why the spaceship crashes is because PPF was blocking a vital, something.
It's like you said, you just have to start,
Well, that's true.
and then you adjust along the way.
All right.
If it saves his panels. I mean, if the first one blows up, it blows up.
Well, you need to do a shout out to Elon then.
I'm gonna tag him in every post we do.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you can see it.
Elon, we want to put PPF on your spaceships.
He needs the windscreen. He needs the optical PPF on the windshield.
Yeah, could save lives. What if you hit like a moon rock? That you don't want that cracking.
Nope.
That can be dangerous.
Safe enough for his spaceship, safe enough for your car.
That's right. My goal for this meeting is to be able to nail down our quarterly focuses for each person. I'm gonna go over kind of our 2025 guide. I've been working on that a little bit. We got a couple full service jobs in this week that are exciting to get going. Super excited about that. And I think we're making really good progress. I'm just excited for this meeting to, nail down again, what we're doing and get some focus going. And like Eric said, I'm excited for 2025. I think this is going to be a great year for us. I think we have a year of growth. I think it's going to be challenging. I'm excited to develop as a team and challenge each other as a team and work on growth and learn a lot this year. I think we're gonna learn a lot this year about each other, about the business, where we're going, what we're doing, and why we're doing it. So super exciting. All right, we just got done with it wasn't really a half day. We got it done in about 2.5 hours, which was very good, and identified a lot of good tasks for all the leaders to work on for this quarter. It was a really good meeting. Really helps get everybody together and focus on the same page. So it was really good. But before I go to lunch, I want to show Jose something.
Click it 3 times.
You can click it 3 times?
Yeah, you click the little...
Whoa! And I can just 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's way easier than holding it. Okay, I want to show you something real quick. Our friends will like it too. So I have a project. I ordered these. So these are 2 different tablets. I ordered one. This is a 7-inch. This is like a 10-inch one. So what I want to do here is I want to make like a 2-minute, maybe less, optical kind of showcase, right? So imagine this sitting at a point of sale desk, right? So imagine ours, right? Somebody comes in, they talk, hey, I'm looking to get some work done on my car. This could be sitting on the desk and digitally have ask us about PPF. And maybe it shows the matte PPF, it shows the gloss PPF, it shows the gloss black PPF, just kind of a showcase of the optical films that would be for all our installers to put on a desk or a shelf. Kind of like a talking piece, right? If they come in and somebody's on the phone and they're watching this 2-minute video, they're like, hey, this is really cool. What is optical?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you about optical. Before I go to lunch, let's go get an update on the Ford Explorer. We got a special coating I'm gonna put on there. I'll tell you all about it. Oh, I'm gonna do a video on an update about the Miata because it wasn't running for a while. It does run now, we fixed it, but give you an update of where we're at on that. It's such a beautiful little car. Ford Explorer. For this, I know Gerardo is doing just a light correction, and this is great because this car has 126 miles on it. It's brand new. And most of these cars, we work on, we don't need to do a full correction. The whole point is for us to be able to offer a good value to the customer, get them, some correction, get some gloss going on there, have them happy with a coating that we can apply, but get it done in 1 day. That's my main focus. It's getting coatings done in 1 day. This is kind of weird. There's a bunch of dots. You see all that? Might have to do a little bit of sanding on that spot, but so we're gonna be coating this car in clean by Pan the Organizer. This is his 8-year coating. Heard a lot of good things about it, and I just want to see how the coating works. And I know there's a lot of controversy around Pan the Organizer. I myself have been working with Pan for quite a few years. He came to our creators event in 2023, and I think he gets a lot of unnecessary crap, but it does come with the territory. When you're a creator and you put yourself out there, and especially as big as he's grown his channel, it just kind of comes with the territory sometimes of there's just going to be people who don't like you. And that's what, I try to get a lot of people to understand. And a lot of people are scared to do social media or get on camera because they are insecure and they want to make, they don't, it's not fun when nobody likes you, or it's not fun when, you open yourself up for criticism like that. There's just going to be people that you rub the wrong way for whatever reason. We're all human, and that just comes with the territory sometimes. So I know how hard it is to even start to get yourself on camera, but the benefits of it outweigh, some of the cons of it. And Pan the Organizer is a great example. For me, like knowing him personally, I have a lot of respect for that guy. He is one of the hardest working individuals that I've met. He takes a lot of pride in what he does. And I know there's been controversy with him coming out with his new product line. And that's the tough part, right? Because it's going to be received differently by different people. There are going to be people who just say like, oh, what a sellout, or, whatever, they're going to have their opinions. And I talked to Pan about this a little bit, and I know he's upset about it, but like, it comes with the territory. Like, you just have to deal with it. Like, not everybody is going to agree with what you do. And that's the same thing with opening your business. I know when I started my detailing business, like, I had family that said, you're going to wash cars? Like, can you even make money doing that? Like, why don't you get a real job? Why don't you go to college and get a degree? And it's like, if we listen to those voices, we let other people run our lives. This is your life. People have to do what makes them happy and what makes them feel good. And my whole point is like, sorry, we have a Bays customer. This is a working shop. I'm going to go in the back and finish my thought there. So my whole point that I'm getting at with that is that you're always going to have people that have their opinions on what they think you should do with your life. And that bothers me so much. Like, this is your life. It's a short life, and you have to figure out what makes you happy and what is the purpose for you. And even though you may take criticism from friends or family members for something that you feel passionate or strong about, like, you can't let that affect you, because only you know what's best for you. Whether it's, starting a business or starting a YouTube channel or doing something that you believe in. This hits me a little bit personally, right? Because we all have insecurities. If we let other people dictate our insecurities and we're not secure enough and to say, hey, this is my life, we start to listen to what everybody else says, and we let them dictate what our lives should be. And a lot of times, if you dictate what others think that you should be doing or the way you should be living your life, you end up unhappy because you're doing things for other people and you're not doing things for yourself. I know that's kind of like, like, how did we get from talking about Pan to that? But Pan is somebody who I respect, and I know that he takes a lot of crap, and I know he gets a lot of hate on the internet, but he's strong enough to be able to kind of ignore all that and to understand that there are people out there that are not going to agree with what you do or not like you for some reason. But that is not going to stop Pan from doing what he thinks is right and making the videos and making his products and stuff too. It's my motivational talk for today. I'm going to go to lunch. We'll see you in a little bit. In the next couple weeks, I have some news and announcements to make. So if you want to subscribe to the channel and hear them, please do that. Also, I'm going to try to get pretty personal. I'm going to try to get deep. I'm going to try to give you guys as much of information as possible and get into the nitty-gritty. And with that, I'll probably say something stupid. And so if you want to see that, subscribe. I have not been sitting at my desk. I don't know why. I feel just like weird sitting over there. So I just been working on this table here. Getting a little more personal and I try to think of, making these videos, I want to share as much as possible to make sure that I'm giving back, right? I've been through a lot, and I've been in this industry for 20 years, and I feel an obligation to teach and share. I like doing it. I love sharing the experiences I've been through, and hopefully they can teach somebody else out there or inspire. I do really enjoy when I get text messages or messages on Facebook that, hey, thank you for what you do. It's inspired me. It does make me feel really good that I can share what I've been through and help people. I want to see people succeed. Life is short, and I've talked to too many people in this life that don't like what they do and don't enjoy life. I am grateful and I feel lucky to be in this industry and to have found something that I truly enjoy doing and love. Personally, I've gotten a lot of criticism for not being happy, and people think oh, why is that guy so angry all the time? And I tell them actually I'm really happy. I really enjoy. Last year has been a crappy year in my life. Actually, the last couple of years, but for the most part, I'm really happy. But I'm quiet. I think a lot, and I like thinking, and I like psychology and stuff, and thinking of that stuff. But for the most time, I have a pretty a resting bitch face, and I'm pretty focused. And when I do things, I get to the point. There's not a whole lot of jibber jabber that I like to do. I like to get straight to the point. I enjoy working and growing the business and seeing things grow. And so sometimes that can be misinterpreted for angry or, and stuff too. Let me know if that resonates with anybody. But I want to share a revelation that I've had over this year. And I think it's important. I think there's a very good takeaway with it. And the takeaway is don't get stuck around the wrong people. It's hard sometimes to know as a business owner if we're doing the right things, right? We think about the decisions we make. Am I going the right direction? Am I doing the right things? Am I hiring the right people? Do I have the right people around me? And sometimes it's hard to evaluate if those things are right. But I've been validated in the last year with the people that have surrounded me. And I want to be blunt and clear about this. Having the wrong people around you or hiring the wrong people can be detrimental. And I've done this in my early years, kept people around for a lot longer than I should have. I knew they were the wrong person, but they were good people. I liked them, but they didn't necessarily have the skills to be able to benefit or bring value to the business. And that's hard to let somebody go like that, right? We get emotionally attached to some of our people that we work close with. And so last year, I can confidently say this now, that last year there was several losers that I was working around, and let me explain what I mean by loser. And I'm not talking about, because there are some people that I really enjoyed as people. They're good-hearted people, but they were losers for the company, meaning they didn't have the right skill set to bring the value to the company that was needed, because in a business, a smaller business, that position takes up a lot of money. It takes up a lot of time. You hire 2 or 3 of the wrong people, and it could mean that you don't have a business anymore. Because in order to scale, you need to be able to trust people. You need to be able to hire the right people. So I was validated this year, because 1 year ago was a completely different life for me. What I went through, breakup with my business partner and split the business in half, it was a lot of questioning of myself, and I have these ideas and the people I was working with, and I'm gonna get specific here. So there was 4 people, actually, what I consider losers in the company that needed to go. And this was a big friction point between me and my ex-business partner, right? I knew they needed to go, but you question yourself, because you're do I have too high of expectations? Are they really the wrong people, or is it me, right? And so I didn't know that at the time, but I felt it in my gut, this is not the right person. And to have, and it's not a good feeling to think that your entire, half of your team is wrong, because you look back at yourself, you're like, is there something wrong with me? And that's what I was questioning last year, with everything that went on. And I completely turned the business around. I mean, help with the staff here that we have now, having the right people, and it just has validated what I thought a year ago was completely right. So let me dive into this, because I think it's important for you to understand if you have a gut feeling about somebody, or if you see those red flags. It's so easy for us as humans to ignore the red flags. Like, you're like, hey, that didn't make any sense, but I'm gonna ignore it because whatever, like, because it is hard to hire people and go through that whole process, right? But by ignoring those flags, like, we're doing ourselves a disservice, and we're doing the other people who are winners, the Rockstar employees, we're doing them a disservice by ignoring those red flags. I'll give you a perfect example. We had a warehouse manager who was a loser. A nice guy. I liked the guy. I really liked the guy. I enjoyed him. And when you have somebody like that who has the core values, where trustworthy guy, good person, people liked him, you want to be able to give him the skills. That's the most important, right? Like, core values are great, but you have to have the skills to go along with that. So you give that person every chance to get the skills that the business needs to be able to move it forward. And so you question whether, did I spend enough time with that guy? Did I give him enough resources to be able to be successful in his position? And sometimes you don't know until you get that right person, right? So we promoted somebody within the company to take over his position. So I let him go last February. And this new warehouse manager is running circles around him. I mean, just completely, like, it just takes ownership and is just gets it. He just gets it, I didn't realize that until you get that right person in that position, because you question yourself sometimes. You're like, did I give him what he needed? And my gut feeling was right, was that we just had the wrong person in that position. And super, super grateful to have Danny, our new guy, as a warehouse manager, who was just completely a 180 from what we had. And it's just so motivating, and it's so cool when you get that right person in the position. And it's tough. It sucks to let somebody go and to question yourself on whether you have the right person or not. But it feels so good when you get that right person. What I'm trying to get across is, like, if you have a gut feeling about somebody, if you know that somebody's wrong, and as hard as it may be to fire half your team, and as tough as it may be for you to have to pull that all together and do it all yourself, I'm telling you, I'm living proof. Like, sometimes you just got to do it. And it sucked. I'm telling you, it sucked. But on the other side of it, and it really wasn't that long, right? It's only been a year, 2 or 3 months ago, is like when we were like validated, like, to kind of say, like, hey, everything's starting to work really good now. And I got the right people. I got, several people on my team that were the right people, and it completely turned everything around. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful. And as much as that was painful to go through, I hope you can take away this lesson that you have to have the right people, having the right people in your life. And it doesn't matter, like family, right? Like family, friends, they can take you down. They can steer you in the wrong direction. There's people, family and friends that you may trust and really like and respect, but they may be wrong about things. And that gut feeling that you have, listen to it. Listen to that gut feeling. I want to smell it.
Nothing. It's good.
Oh, there's no smell at all. Nothing. It's going on nice and thin, smooth. It looks really thin. You can barely even tell it's on there, right? Slow. Easy to work with. That's nice.
Change. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can see the starting to. Yeah, you can't see it with the light though. It's hard to get on camera, but you can see it's definitely changing. I don't know if it's rainbowing because it's a blue color. It looks like it has some purple and blues to it, but you can see it's almost evaporating, but easy to take off.
Easy.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try it next. The coating does come with some instructions, directions, and everything. Obviously, decontaminate the car, polish, prep, and then coat. So it says wait 1 to 2 minutes, removing the excess coating. What's nice about this is like it's ready after an hour. An additional coat can be put on after an hour, and it can be exposed to rain after an hour. That's great. That's super convenient to be able to let this car go the same day after an hour, not have to wait 12 hours to put it outside. Oh, and there's our buddy right there. I didn't even realize that. Why do you look so angry? He looks so angry. Look at that face. Cool. Well, I'm gonna use it next. All right, I'm gonna dump some, it's hard to come out of the bottle. I'm gonna put a thicker spot because I wanna see it thicker. I'm sure you have a video out there of us to show how to do this, but I'm going with the written instructions. Okay, cool. Feels a little sticky going on. I like that. I'm gonna do the whole panel. It does evaporate almost right away. It goes very thin. I felt like I put it on thick, and I saw that, yeah. So I thought I put a lot on, but it looks really, really thin now. So, oh yeah, you can really see it rainbowing now. Really see it rainbowing now. Very cool. Okay. I'm going to remove. You can see it smearing, which I don't think is a bad thing. Just have to make sure I remove all the excess. Yeah, but once you wipe it thin, that smearing almost evaporates again. Oh, it wipes off really easy. So it looks like if you see a little bit of smearing, I think you're perfectly fine. Just let that evaporate a little more. That was extremely easy to use. It wipes off very nicely. Okay, I'm gonna go a little more. I like it, I like it. See a little more of that rainbow effect. All right, we just got done coating the 2025 Ford Explorer, and this is what the hood looks like. I'm just kidding. Oh, it's over here. It looks fantastic. Here's the after shots of the car. Okay, Gerardo, how did you like the coating? The clean by pan 8-year.
It's
Nice,
good.
easy to use?
It's easy in application.
Yeah.
Yeah.
E-Man upgraded his ride recently.
Cleaning, can this count as a workout for the day?
A workout? Cleaning the car?
Cleaning the interior.
I think so. It's strenuous.
Cause I'm on like on the first one, I'm already tired. It's gonna take me like 2 hours.
Hey, you gonna wrap this thing?
So we're gonna do a full restoration,
Yeah?
the whole thing. It's got 125,000 miles, 4-cylinder banger, and it's got good bones. The exterior, a little bit,
You know, it's funny. So the exterior, at least right here on the front end, looks pretty bad. But once you go to the inside's actually really nice.
It's
you got
nice.
the dealer must remove carpets and like the steering wheel's not chunked up or anything. There's no rips or burns in the seats, and it actually looks really nice on the interior.
just needs a little love. That's it.
Yeah. All right. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Love you guys. Subscribe. We're going to be doing these vlog style videos throughout the year. Got some exciting news. Not ready to release it yet, but probably a couple weeks, and we'll let you know what's going on here. All right. So have a good one. See you later. Bye.